Today, we are going to present about effectiveness of student academic presentation. What do we learn from presentation guidebooks? So here is the apps that you can read our content right here. So let's get into our overview. No one introduction to description of the presentation guidebook, including the survey. 3. Method. Core principle of effective academic presentations. 5. Additional aspect of effective and successful academic presentation. 6. Rank, ranked data source behind the ranked recommendation of the survey guidebooks. The last one, 7, conclude remarks. So let's get introduction first. So compared to academic, right, writing academic presentation are still relatively underutilized and underutilized as are learning tool across all levels of higher education. However, in the past 2 decades, there has been growing interest in academic presentation as a distinct genre possible because both students and instructors have started to recognize that presentation not only enhance learning, but they are also help develop available skills. They are highly sought after in the professional world. As when Amden and Bagger 24 note the ability to present a cause clearly, confidently, and convincingly is a variable at every stage of student life. Whatever their field of study, it will bring success in academic work, job interview, and future careers. It's a more transferable of skill and a critical part of professional development. This statement highlights just how essential a presentation skills are not only in academic settings, but also in professional and career contexts. However, even though the value of presentation is often emphasized in research, it's still somewhat unclear. What exactly makes an academic presentation effective or successful? Many presentation guidebooks describe their presentation shooting term right, that thing or perfect. But these terms are often vague and don't always provide a concrete understanding of what these quality mean in practice. This raises the the important question, what makes an academic presentation truly effective from the perspective of and govern academic culture? Since presentations are meant to be delivered to an audience, it's a logical to assume that language plays a significant role in making them effective. So it's become crucial to us. What do the language recommendation in presentation guidebook conform? Are they based on data or are they mostly done from their other personal experience? To explore this question, I conducted a survey of both general and subject-specific guidebook and academic presentation. My goal was to provide insight into how to the concept of an effective presentation is understood within and govern academic culture, and to identify somewhat key characters that contribute to this effectiveness. To the best of my knowledge, such study are lay, leaving many instructors in various academic discipline, as well as the teaching English for academic purpose or English for specific academic purpose to rely primarily on their own experience or examining presentation recommendation. So here it is our introduction. So let's move on to our description of the presentation guidebook included in the survey. So you can hear choose right here to page. So number one, type of guidebook. It aims to help user develop skill for effective presentation. 2. Criteria for inclusion target at university students in Anglophone academic environments and focus on presentation in academic context. 3. Target audience and effectiveness. Target audience and effectiveness. 4. Focus on generations, address for technical writing and academic speaking, such as teenagery part leading to a purpose of presentation. And consideration for ESL students, some are known as useful for English as a second language students. Sake, important of both oral and writing skills. Emphasize the connection between and profession and academic writing. So it's here. Let's move on to method. The first method here. And method to accomplish the team main objective of this survey, I conduct a detailed reading and manual annotation of series presentation guidebooks. These guidebooks were examined in 3 different formats: hard copy, electronic access, and in some cases, hybrid access, meaning I have both physical and digital version of same source. This allowed me to work effectively with the material across different programs. The primary goal was to identify patterns regarding what specific characteristics were considered to make presentation effective and or successful. These patterns were determined based on explicit statement within the sources for a characteristics to be determined based on the authors had to be sure specific word effective, effectively, successful, or successfully. In the diary referring to those qualities could occur within the immediate context of the characters or in a broader context. However, in cases where these terms were or issued sparingly, I expand my search to include them completely, convincing, essential, outstanding, powerful, and strong. You can see here. In addition to this keyword is what crucial for the author to provide explanation of how these characters contribute to the overall effectiveness of presentation. For example, Harder Guidebook from 2021 provide an illustration of this. His many of the most memorable, effective presentation are also the most focused. They resonate with audience because everything in them is important and impactful. In this case, effective is experimentation, and the expression clarify how focus contribute to effectiveness. However, not every recommendation were considered equal succession that were not explicitly connected to the effectiveness or successful of a presentation were taken as secondary contribution. These were not included in the main observation pattern. Similarly, instead where variables of effectiveness or successful were mentioned without further expansion were also excluded from the analysis. An example of this would be Canton's statement in 2017. Experienced speaker popularly or only need a good outline to prepare and give an effective presentation, which lack further detail on what makes the presentation effective. After reviewing all the thought, I categorized the identified pattern into 2 main groups. The first group consider right right here, the first good concept of core principle fundamental quality of effective presentation that were considered recognized across all the review guidebooks. And the second right here, additional aspect or characters mentioned in some source, at least two, but not universal across all guidebooks. So for the illustration example, it provides example to demonstrate the application of annotation criteria and study limitations. recognize, recognize the focus on experience that character may limit the competencies of findings. So for um core principle of effective academic presentation. So the first one is preparation with the viewer. Also emphasize two key state preparation and their however they were not unanimous on whether one state is more important than the other, though most argue that successful presentation heavily depend on the preparation state. Have this because at this stage all speaker and listener orientation are made to ensure that presentation is structured, well organized, and appropriate aligned with the target audience and the purpose of this card. The derivative state bring the preparation state to life, and even though it has its own challenge, the challenge are mostly performing related. Tour, import of sentence. Importance of content. The core of any effective presentation is meaningful content. 3. Audience awareness. Understanding why the audience is vital and focus on performance aspect, right? Voice and body language. 4. Structure organization, right? Academic presentation must be well structured due to time constraints. 5. Rehearsal. Practicing presentation is very crucial. 6. Engagement the audience presentation, right? Communication with audience is a very central to the effectiveness presentation, even though presentation is a monological discourse. And the last one is when effective use of technology. You can choose technology in order to support together, not overshadow the, the masses. Mhm. And five, addition aspect of effective and successful academic presentation. So the effective in presentation include a various characters differing across source with only two guidebooks, Chewy and Chubert Tour 007, right? And level and topping provide dedicated section while most sort of for brief mention. Vagueness of activity in many guidebooks generally seen as a result of conscious effort to each presentation stage, importance of deliberate work at every stage for achieving effectiveness with specific feature identified right as vital to success. Additional feature for effective presentation and identify similar to core principle but appearing is some source applicable to both presentation and their state. And the fifth choice is additional aspect of effectiveness related to a paragraph state of presentation. A coherent presentation should unfold like a story holding the audience attention by connecting to their experience. Next, science-oriented presentation resembling scientific study structure. Evidence-based scientist presentation with accurate interpretation of results, especially in discussion and conclusion. Importance of ethic prioritizing credible source, accurate analysis, proper analysis, and clear citation to establish credibility. Two are examples that enhance understanding and engage the audience by relating content to the experience, support material that are ideal-centric rather than slide-centric, and rank to additional results. Effective shoot of simple and clear image and visualization in specific presentation to improve understanding and communication, sim simplifying complex information, particularly in science presentation, where determining what to exclude is as crucial as what to include. Careful choice of special language, prediction, audience knowledge, and explanation jargon or cosmic emphasizing on clarifying structure rather display and speed, achieving to rehearsal and content simplification and consistency in color, font, visual recognition, and everything is very important. Um, and the next topic is attentional speed of effectiveness related to the state of presentation. And person is superior than get the audience with presented viewpoints. Equivalence in direct to precise and simple language for accurate messaging. Intrinsic and individual that connect the audience to the presenter, passion, and confidence. A version of reading directly from Zara to demonstrate mastery and maintain audience engagement. Control speed that allow right to 240 to 150 words per minute. 2 hours overwhelming the audience experience with complex content. Appropriate non-verbal communication, including facial expression, eye contact, and body language, enhancing audience interpretation of the message. Strong audience orientation, ensuring content is tailored to the audience value, expectation, and needs. Slides that complement oral delivery with visual content discuss why the connection that not all spoken content require uh, visual representation. So the next topic is ranked data source behind the ranked recommendation of the survey guidebook. 1. Data source for the ranked recommendation explain of the basic of ranked advice in guidebooks, whether extensive data source like corpora or other purposeful experience, corpus-based guidebook, utilization of the Michigan Chorale or Academic Spoken English in Red Heart guidebook to provide well-found and generable advice on presentation record. Personal experience-based advice ranked success in guidebooks by McCartney and Marshall and get Bird and Jerry Rowing. So you can, see the name of guidebook here. And is combined about the featuring wide emphasis on specific of presentation language, an extension of labor familiarity. So here, and the last one, balance upward recommendation. For concluding remarks, yeah. So you can see here, identifying additional specialists that expect of activities and successful presentation to get a better sense of the ranked recommendation guidebook success. An academic presentation must reveal it to the reader to put the puzzle together and figure out to the order of priority in all of proposed recommendation. The achievement of the ranking of academic presentation not to reflect scientific depth and breadth in the most of the guidebook. We success that rank gratitude was designated a somewhat secondary role when it comes to its contribution to the effective of presentation. Focus on ranked should for presentation purpose will not only make no wise presenter more intrinsically educate about how specific ranked choice contribute to the success of their presentation, but we also encourage them to plan on choosing certain ranked features to that if it intentional and purposeful. And the last one is academic presentation was not a way to uncover the content behind the notion of effective and successful presentation as present by an academic culture, but also to identify the most desired characteristics contribute to it. So it is the referring. It is the end of presentation.